Hello and welcome to stream, everybody. I am Vampire Bites. I am your host today here in the crypt, where we will be playing Outgunned, an action adventure movie cinematic TTRPG. This is episode 2, Unwanted Guests. When after we beat everybody, we will walk through what we did last week. For those of you that missed it, there is also being posted. The episodes are also being posted on my YouTube and on GM Runs Games YouTube. So we will have those for you as well. But first, let's introduce our cast of characters, and I'm going to start with Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah. My pronouns are she, they, and I am playing Sam Jackson.
Well, tell us a little bit about Sam Jackson. Some of these people don't know
Oh,
Sam,
sorry.
or
Tell I
tell
only
us a
have
little
one
bit about
person.
you, because most of these
Only
people
the
don't know you
shiny
either.
I'm a driver. I'm a pilot. Anything with machinery, I can drive. Anything with wheels, I can make work. Except my brain this morning, apparently.
And I'm going to move over to Thomas.
Hey, I'm Thomas, or GM Runs Game, and I am playing Zach Zephyr, who is a wannabe actor, kung fu, martial artist, train wreck. You can catch the videos, like Vamp said, on both of our YouTubes. That's me.
And wrapping that part up with Benji.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Benji. My pronouns are he, him. On this lovely morning, I'll be playing our John McClane ripoff, Johnny Reed, um, who currently, right now, is actually in quite a bit of pain for having taken the full force of a grenade straight to his back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, that's great.
Yeah, yeah, that was
Some,
a thing that happened.
yeah.
Um, so what did happen last session, last episode, if you will? So Johnny found uh, out that there was a briefcase that needed to be acquired, and his boy Carter was going to tell him where it was. Well, Carter shows up looking a lot rough for the visuals, followed by a gang of thugs and ne'er do wells. Uh, Promptly, a combat ensued. They managed to take out the thugs no problem, and got word that the briefcase was, in fact, headed to an airport. It was too late. They were on a plane and taking off for somewhere. So they raced to the airport in traditional movie scene, drove the car right up into the hangar, into the back, the cargo bay of the airplane, um, where they didn't see it. They did find a lot of explosives on that plane, and more bad guys. One of whom had a briefcase. Yay! So the plane explodes, and as they're plummeting, there's some back and forth between each other for the acquisition of parachutes and whatnot, and then they get down to the beach, and there's another fight because some of the mercenaries had parachutes, and so did the guy with the briefcase. So everybody survived fall. Well, not everybody. A few of the mercenaries kind of got splattered on the rocks, but we're not. It's okay. Hey, Dove. Um, they finally finish everybody off and are mostly safe and sound, with the obvious exception of a shrapnel in the back. So they crack open that briefcase to get the contents, and it's a bunch of blank papers with a smiley note saying you're too late. That's where we left off. And um, there is a time skip here, so it's not much of a time skip because you're racing against the clock, but it's movie style time skip. And so yeah, miraculously you're still bandaged, but you don't feel it. You can all recover all grit.
Nice.
You did manage to get some information out before uh, completely finishing off the dude with the briefcase. That they knew that you were following them, Johnny. And this was a setup, which, that's kind of obvious from the post it note.
Hmm.
There were several briefcases being flown around the world. You put out your feelers during the downtime while your back is healing. And you learn that the true briefcase, with all the data pertaining to Project Medusa, is somewhere in a secret lab on the coast of Greece. The phone calls later, and you're on the plane, ready to carry on with the mission. So y'all are flying to Greece. I just saw that, Dove. That's not nice. That's not nice.
What did Dove say?
So for those of you in the chat that are wondering what that back and forth is, obviously this is Outgunned. Outgunned is being streamed for 3 weeks while my Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition is on hiatus. And Dove and Sarah are both players in that. Benji is as well, and there's a few other players. But Jacqueline plays.
Just here for the ride.
Jacqueline. Sarah plays Jacqueline, and Dove plays Mallory. So that's what that back and forth was. It's related to another game, but love to see you. That's fun. Looking forward to picking that back up when the hiatus is over. But really enjoying Outgunned in the meantime. So y'all are on the plane to Greece. You have a local contact there. I believe the contact is actually yours, Sam. It's an old pilot named Augustus Chapman.
Alrighty.
The heroes land in a small private airport while the timid morning sun begins to shine over 2 deserted runways. Chapman, the friendly old pilot who brought you here to your destination, hands you a card for a local hotel. This is a safe place. I'm sorry, but that's all I can do for you.
This is a ton. Thanks.
While you're unloading your luggage, there are 2 men, the opposite end of the runway, that seem to be having a rather heated argument. But their voices are lost in the wind. One sketchy looking guy that you think might be a pilot. That's all I can say about that one for the moment. But yeah, what are y'all doing?
I try to kind of clock what's going on and
Yeah,
with the argument and
you can certainly try.
see if I can overhear anything. Like if I can kind of sneak
The
closer
crypt
and
has
listen in
earned
what's
another
going on.
body.
Yeah, you can certainly try. And somebody just followed
What
up.
would
I
that
didn't see
be?
who it was.
Um,
I didn't see who it was. Why isn't it showing up in my list? Oh, sorry. Awareness, I would say.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, awareness plus nerves,
Yeah.
or okay.
Yeah. You could try focus if it's higher, but
Alrighty.
would you like to push it?
Sure.
All right.
Bummer.
One basic success is not
No,
enough.
two basic success.
No, you pushed it.
Oh,
You lose one.
right. Right.
For those unfamiliar with the Outgunned system, it's not about rolling a target number. It's not about collecting a certain number of totals. It's about collecting pairs, triplets, 4 of a kind, 5 of a kind, or even 6 of a kind. And 2 of a kind is considered a basic success. 3 of a kind is considered a critical success. 4 of a kind is an extreme success. 5 of a kind is impossible success. And 6 of a kind is a jackpot. Special things happen on jackpots. Really cool things happen on impossible successes. But you're trying to achieve a success type set by the difficulty of the task at hand. These two are arguing at the opposite end of the runway. There's wind. So while a basic success is enough for most little things, this would have required a critical success. Now, there are not just 3 of a kind, but you can get 3 basics to equal 1 critical, and so on and so forth. They do stack like that. And if you get a critical, it does count as 3 basics if you only needed a basic. So that's a little bit about Outgunned for the audience. But one basic, so when you push a roll, you can re-roll any failed dice. And if you don't get better than you had, you lose one of your successes. That's why this 2 successes gets bumped down to 1. Now there are feats and stuff in some cases that give you what's called a free re-roll, where you don't lose if you don't progress. But unfortunately, we don't have a feat tied to listening in on a conversation hundreds of feet away. So, what else would y'all like to do?
I think Zach is going to exit the plane with his small brown leather suitcase, which you have to carry with your hand because it's the 80s, and he'll have his jacket over his shoulder. He'll stop and he'll put this briefcase down in front of Augustus Chapman before pulling a Sharpie out of his pocket, signing his autograph on one of the napkins from inside the aircraft and passing it over to him, tapping him on the shoulder. Thanks for the ride. We appreciate it. How far away is the hotel? How long will it take us to get there?
It's across town.
Awesome.
Maybe
Okay,
maybe
cool.
15 minutes away, I think it was. Yeah.
Perfect. I need to have a
And
shower.
Sarah, Sam gets 1 extra adrenaline. Thank you, Dove.
Oh. Thank you for the digital vaporu.
And apparently we also have a Pac-Man game going on in chat. So bye bye, Dove. See you in Discord. As you're getting set to leave, Zach.
Yeah.
the not sketchy looking guy runs over to you and says, "You're Mr. Zephyr, right?"
Oh, you've seen my movies? Yes, I am. Nice to meet you.
"No, I've seen your pictures."
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Maybe on the posters for the
"No,
movies.
you are Zilla's brother."
Yeah. Yes, I am. Zilla's brother. What do you know of Zilla?
"I know that I need to get out of here and that you need to get her."
Where can I find her?
Um, this is a weird part of the module. I'm sorry, because the module is written to have this guy, Brijesh, uh, being very cagey about his answers because he's in danger. He fears for his life and doesn't want to let out more information than necessary. But it also says that because Zilla was the critical scientist at Project Medusa, he knows who Zach is. So he's very helpful.
He's conflicted.
It's very conflicted.
When did you last see her?
And you do get one adrenaline because your sister is alive. That much does come out. Like before I left, uh, she is she is still there, working for him, unwillingly, of course.
Yeah. Listen, I don't want you to put yourself in at any risk here, but we've just landed and we know that there's some sort of facility that we need to get to. Have you got anything, any small leads, anything that can give a clue as to the whereabouts of my sister?
If you can get me out of here, either by convincing or paying the pilot there, and he'll nod to the sketchy looking pilot down the road, but you all have two pilots right here, so just reminding you that. However, one is a player character, and that player character probably shouldn't be the one to give this guy a lift off the island because then that player character would have to leave. So probably not Sam, but you do have two pilots right here, whereas he's referring to the one that's down at the other end of the runway. Get me a ride off of this island, and I will tell you as much as I can.
Okay. Why don't you go and have a seat in our plane and I'll have a chat with my friends here and we'll see what we can do for you.
Thank you.
And I'll turn to Johnny and I'll turn to Sam.
You good, kid?
The so my sister's involved in this lab, and this guy might be able to help get us some information on where we can get started over here. But he needs to get out of Greece. So I don't know if we can do something to try and get Mr. Chapman here to take care of him, but he's giving us he's going to give us a lead, I think, to help my sister, and he's obviously pretty panicked. I don't know what you guys think, but we need to convince.
I could talk to Chapman. I could
Yeah.
tell he could help us out.
Thank you.
You think the info's going to be good?
Well, it's better than no info, which is what we have at the moment. He said my sister's name without me prompting him, though. So I think he has some information.
Fair enough.
All right, Sam. Go ahead and count your points that you would put into a speech plus smooth.
Okay, give me one
Looks like
second.
3. And instead of
Yep.
rolling speech plus smooth, go ahead and grab the action die down at the bottom and give yourself 4 OG and roll
Well,
that because you're getting a bonus die for your connection to this guy.
so 3, correct?
Plus 1, so 4.
Okay. Sorry, like my webcam blocks part of my oh lovely. It's back. The curse is back.
Did so good last session. We were
Chapman,
doing so good last session.
I was giving you a bonus die and making it only require a basic success.
Is there a way I can push this?
You have to have at least something in order to push.
That's what I figured. Cool.
Yeah. Chapman says, unfortunately, he is too busy.
I get it. We're good.
Now, money talks. Do any of you have a wealth listed? Or a... I don't see it. I don't think...
I have 1. It's under gear. I've got 1 cash.
Okay, under
Yeah, the same.
My it's in gear. I have 1.
Pistol. Oh, you do?
No, I also have cash.
Cash. Okay. So collectively you have 3. Sometimes cash works where words don't. If you want to offer him money to take them back, you guys would have a collective bargaining pool of 3.
How strong is that?
That would be enough for a critical success. I mean, you'd have to match all 3, but
why don't we speak to the other pilot and
alternately? So yeah. With cash, there's 2 options. You can roll your pool, and you don't lose any dots, or you can force the success by spending a dot, or 2, or 3, depending on how much the thing costs.
I trust my buddy more than I trust that guy.
Yeah, your buddy's busy there.
Well,
all right. Who wants to do the talking for the other guy?
Johnny, how's your talking? You're giving government vibes, like you might carry some authority.
I mean, if that doesn't work, the gun usually does.
Wait, you brought the gun?
You didn't?
I brought these. These don't go off in the metal detectors.
It's a private chartered plane flying into a private airport. Nobody cares about. There is no TSA on this flight.
Also, TSA wasn't really a thing yet.
Yeah, right.
They still had
I can
metal
give it a shot
detectors.
to talk to him.
All right. We're going with the. To be honest, the best dice pull is actually Zach on the smooth plus speech. I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
It's either that or, kid, you want to try and see if your star power is going to try and do anything?
I mean,
people do anything for somebody celebrity-wise that they like.
This is true. This is true. I can go and have a conversation, and no worries. And I'll start walking off. I'll just leave my briefcase on the floor,
right,
and just walk off towards this other pilot. Hey, hello. Hey,
What do you want?
hey. I'm Zach. Zach Zephyr. You might recognize me, and I'll put my hand down.
He'll shake it. Okay, Zach Zephyr. What's up?
I need to hire you. I need your services. Can you help me?
Sure. He names a price that is 2. That is the equivalent of 2 cash.
We can do a bit better than that, surely. Come on.
Give me a speech and smooth.
I'm not going to push that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so.
He stands firm on his price.
Okay, give me 2 minutes. Let me speak to the rest of my people and get the money together, and I'll head back over to the rest of the group.
All right.
Well,
I agreed a price of 2 cash. Do you want to speak to? It's pretty cheap for a plane. Do you want to speak to you guys, see if you can help? If you can get a price from him?
I can I do that?
Sure. That's a different question.
Yep, I'll do it.
All right. I will still give you the bonus die. You have 4.
it's the old comparative tactic of, well, we've got somebody with this lower price.
Please. It's
Help, it's
Sam,
again.
I'm so busy.
Curse is back.
I'm so sorry, Sam. That guy, he's rough, but he's a reliable pilot. He can give you a ride. I'm sorry.
Totally cool. Just figured if you wanted the cash first, I'd check with you. Totally get it. We're good.
Your friend is giving acquaintance
Mm.
more than friends.
Unfortunately, due to the dice, yes. That's not the way it should be.
Um, sorry, mate. Here, I hand him my cash because I can't get us a better price.
Right.
So we can just deduct our cash, right, in order to
So
succeed.
yeah, so one of you would have 1 cash left at the end, or you can roll a pool of 3
I'm
and
good
try to
towards mine.
keep
I think someone else should roll.
it.
I'm not sure anybody should roll.
A basic success, because you have more than you need. The pool of 3, just 1 basic success means you don't spend any of the cash. No successes means you do spend the cash. From
So what would it
the
just be,
NPC.
3 dice?
Yeah.
I'm assuming?
Yep.
I'll take a shot.
Yep. That's 3 OGs.
All right.
How well are you managing your money, basically? You guys get to hang on to your
Well enough.
actual dot. You guys get to hang on to your actual dot and still give this sketchy pilot enough money to take Brijesh out of here.
Yes.
Awesome. I'll go and retrieve him from the wrong airplane.
Yeah,
And I'll put my jacket around his shoulders and walk him over to the correct airplane.
he is an assistant to Dr. Zilla Zephyr, and she is still alive, and but has been transported to another lab, and he doesn't know where that one is. But he does know 100% for certain that the man behind the curtain is Konstantin Stamos, who is a big name philanthropist as far as the rest of the world knows. But y'all know now that he's the one that wants to have the ability to push a button and kill people. So you're not sure exactly how he's going to do it, other than the formula is deadly. That he is a well known and well respected philanthropist around the world, always doing good deeds. And Johnny, you know that he also is well known behind the scenes for his war crimes.
Mm.
Little tiny detail. Hardly worth mentioning. He doesn't know exactly how it's going to work, just that yes, Project Medusa is a weapon, a virus, and he spells out the details that were in the plot synopsis that you all, as players, knew, but the characters didn't necessarily know. So you don't know exactly. He tells you where the lab that he was in was, and that's where Zilla was last he saw her. But they were moving her to another lab, and he doesn't know where that lab is. Um, so unfortunately, the information is not quite as useful as you would have hoped. But it is good because you know your sister's alive. You know that it's a weapon. You have confirmation that it's Stamos behind it. Um, so it is still good information overall, but it didn't produce a lead. Not much else to do at the airport. The module recommends you move on to the hotel and take a timeout, which is downtime where you get to do stuff.
Yeah, sounds good.
I say we head there.
The hotel recommended by Chapman is not so bad. It's a chill boarding house with walls painted white, like you might book for a pleasant tourist trip. You check in, up to your rooms, pack, and you take a load off. You get recover all grit, and you can take 2 actions, such as healing a condition, making a phone call, searching for information, buying something, yada yada yada. But yeah, you get two things to do during this quick downtime. So we'll do one at a time. Going around the table. Benji, is there anything you would like to do with your first action?
Anything. It's going to be just quickly pulling out a computer, trying to take a look for the area, see if there's any kind of buildings that I can see Google Map wise that look large enough to be possibly storing something like this. Because even with the best, there's no way this is going to be a small size operation. So if it's like local college nearby, some kind of stadium, anything like that.
I mean, the Deimos Villa takes up most of the island, so
That'll do it.
somewhere in there is probably where it is.
Yeah.
Plus,
if anything, then yeah, it's.
I mean,
Doing like the walk around area kind of thing on Google Maps or whatever it gives me to kind of get a layout of the perimeter.
Do you still have a condition? You should you have a condition from last session, don't you?
Oh yeah.
You took enough grit loss that you had developed a condition of some sort.
Because wasn't it was like something to deal with like muscle wise? Like that was what we discussed.
Yeah.
It was like
So your conditions. Which book did I get that list from? Suffer a condition, but there's no list of conditions, so that must have been in the core book. No, not feedback. Fine. Page 88 of the core book. Suffering a condition, blah, blah, blah. As a consequence for a failure. Not always true, but if it's a dangerous situation and when you fill the bad box, you get a condition. Sometimes failure alone is not enough. You also need a condition. Yes. Okay. Common conditions. Hurt. -1 to all brawn rolls. I think that's the one we gave you.
I think yes, that sounds right.
Yes. So while your grit has been restored, you still have that condition. So your brawn rolls would be reduced. As you're rolling the dice for an action, you could do that for your second action. We'll get to that when we get there. Zach, any ideas for what you want to try and do with your downtime?
Yeah, the first thing I'm going to do is take my telephone and call my agent, see if there's any chance of a layover in Greece once we free my sister to work on some films. I'll start tanning on a balcony, and then I'd like to buy a sword.
All right.
But like a really stereotypical katana or something along those lines, which typically are found in Greece.
Yeah, of course. That's certainly the sword I think of.
Yeah.
When I think of Greece.
That ancient Grecian weapon, the katana.
I'm pretty sure it was in Assassin's Creed, in the Greek Assassin's Creed, which
cannot,
topically checks out.
You cannot get you cannot get a basic success rolling only one die, so you will have to expend your 1 cash to get a sword.
That is
but
absolutely
you
fine.
have no problem uncovering a source for that.
Sweet.
Sam,
Yes.
what would you like to do for your first downtime?
I want to see if I could get my hands on a set of wheels, like a car rental, or if I have any contacts here that I could get a ride from. I need a set of wheels.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. You don't have your normal ride with you.
Yeah.
It would be 1 cash as well, but you can have a standard car for the duration of this scene in Greece.
When we say standard car, are we talking about those little Greek European cars? Or are we talking about like a car that will fit everyone?
There's nothing wrong with European cars.
No, I'm just talking about
Grecian cars tend to be even smaller because they're tiny islands.
Yeah.
Uh, yes, but there's only 3 of you.
Okay. You know what?
4 of you if you count getting Zilla out, which is part of the purpose here.
You know what?
If
Yeah.
anything, we can always
do
strap
it.
Zach to the hood.
Okay.
Call it training.
As long as the sword has got a seatbelt, that's
car
fine.
car surfing.
You know what? Yep. Let's do it.
All right. Back to you, Johnny.
Yeah, so definitely second one is going to be dealing with taking care of that condition.
Sounds like a good plan. Removing a condition. Safe from all dangers, which discounts during a timeout, or during a spotlight. You can also spend a spotlight to remove a condition if you need to. Spending a spotlight is free. Removing it otherwise during timeouts or other similar non-dangerous times does take a die roll for healing.
Mhm.
And you can only remove up to 2 conditions per 24 hours in game.
Fair.
And you can't retry the same condition a second time during that same day. So your roll is heal plus focus. You need a basic success.
Okay.
That would not be a success.
Yeah.
Okay then. You are continuing on with -1 to your brawl. Zach, what's your second downtime?
My second downtime is probably just going to be lighting some incense and some pipe music, whilst I'm training with this ancient, authentic Greek katana
Okay.
in sort of a montagey vibe, with maybe some billowing curtains behind me and an open balcony door. You know the look.
Chef's kiss. Um, okay, let me check something out real quick. That's fight the same as fight. So, yeah, your roll for the katana is the same as your roll for your hands. But
Sure.
you do have your feet, both your feet and your ability feet, both feats, where you do have special maneuvers when you are fighting unarmed.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, it's really more for maybe I don't know, maybe we have to cut something that isn't a person, so it's sort of utilitarian, and also it just totally vibes with my character. So
yep,
I'm comfortable with that mechanically.
very good. And Sam, any second downtime action?
Probably just reload my gun.
Okay, moving along. Back to the module. You guys didn't learn any of that.
Oh no.
You guys didn't learn, but you didn't do that, so that's also good. As you are, did you each get separate rooms, or are y'all
I
shackled
think we're
up?
probably all in the same room.
Mm.
Yeah, the katana was expensive.
I can definitely see Sam and Johnny just kind of watching Zach in somewhat of a bemusement, somewhat confused.
Yeah. So as you're trying to stitch up your own back, Johnny, and Zach is over there playing uh, Tai Chi with his sword, and Sam is in the middle of loading her gun. There's a knock at the door. Room service.
Have you ordered anything?
You?
No.
Not me.
I think I kind of stand behind the door, gun at the ready, and nod at one of them to open it.
A waiter, staff. Uh, yeah, nobody ordered anything. He does say that he is bringing a complimentary gift from the hotel. And is very, very friendly. There's a aperitif served. It's a locally fermented and distilled version of ouzo, which has good stomach settling qualities in case you have any upset stomach from your flight.
I'll sign a little bit of paper and give it to him in appreciation.
Thank you, sir.
I imagine I have some prints on there.
Yeah.
It's not
Oh.
it's not all just going to be napkins. You know what I mean? Like,
God.
it can be napkins, but I imagine this feels like it could be like a cultural moment. It's probably a print moment. So I'll sign one of my prints and sort of put it in his top pocket. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Seems
not
very, very friendly. But yeah, just serves you the aperitif and kind of eyes the sword and the gun and the wound in your back, but doesn't comment on it. But just mind my own business, sir.
Tell
kind of
me
thing.
what's good in the neighborhood? Have you got any recommendations, places we can check out? We're new here. We're American.
It gives you a few standard touristy things to do. There's not much. This isn't a big tourist trap of an island, but there are things to do. Oh, and Mr. Stamos is hosting a big private gala at his villa tonight. But I suppose that would require a special invitation. It's a private gala, unfortunately. I'm not attending.
Well, why else do you think we're here? We flew in today specifically for it. Maybe you can get us some outfits organized and one for yourself, and we could bring you as a +1.
He'll jump at the chance and comes back eventually comes back with a tailor. He says, I don't have time to properly clothe you, but I can get you pretty close for a dollar amount that equates to 5 cash.
Oy
I sort of palm the prints I have and put them back into my coat pocket, realizing that's probably not going to cut this one. Okay, maybe leave us your phone number, and we can. If we want to go with you, we'll let you know.
Oh, yeah, certainly. And the tailor and the waiter leave.
Did we get the waiter's name?
Taylor to sew up. I was gonna ask the tailor to see if he could sew up Johnny's back before he left.
That's a different kind of stitch work. No.
I mean, he could try.
You okay with
So
that, Johnny, or no?
No.
Oh, come on. It's got to be better than doing it yourself. It's your back.
This is Simon coming out. No.
Okay.
So, you have some relevant information. You know that there is an event, private event, a very fancy, expensive private event at the Stamos Villa tonight. One, that means that Stamos will be busy. Might be a good time to infiltrate. Two, going into uh, going in as a guest or as staff or whatever might be a way to listen in on what his plans are. This is a big fundraising event. Blah blah blah. He is this huge philanthropist, and when he throws a party like this, something big must be going down. Um, yeah, there's so yeah, you could try and find a way to sneak in. You can try and get in as a guest or as a waiter. Um, when you were looking at the maps, you did see some sewers that look like they should lead the uh, into the villa.
Yeah.
So yeah, this seems like a very good time to um, figure out how to get in because it is tonight.
What do you guys think? Any preference?
Mm.
I'd like to hear what he has to say.
I immediately don't like the idea of going in the sewers. Zach Zephyr being pictured coming out of the sewers in a Greek island is trying to sneak into a party. That's not going to go over.
Mm.
The waiter, I could say I was trying to do research for a role that could work. Seeing as we're
think of-
pretty light on cash. What do you think, Johnny?
Think of any of us, you're better off trying to get inside posing as someone. I go in there, I'm gonna
Someone.
do something too quick.
What about staff?
Yeah, I think staff.
Could work.
A little waiter friend might be able to help us get some costumes.
Yeah, we might be able to swindle some uniform from this hotel for the night.
Figure if anything, you two go in posing as staff, get on whatever information you can. I can attempt to get in one of the back ways or something. Try and find your sister. We keep a car waiting far enough out. Meet back there.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Getting into the party takes 3 rounds. Where did I read that? give me focus plus stealth, or stealth plus focus if you're rolling in alchemy. This one is
Oh, thank goodness.
Nice. Nice.
excellent. Excellent.
That's just a lot of smiling and hair flicking, I think, from me.
I kid you
Johnny?
not. I was like, it's gonna feel
How you stealth in there? And this is you focused on blending in with the wait staff.
I think, I kind of look around and grab like a a tray, kind of collecting empty glasses from people and putting them on the tray, and politely nodding while listening in on like what people are talking about, like taking like empty glasses of champagne and stuff, and kind
Yeah,
of collecting.
Sam, you did so well on your role. I think it's safe to say that before you started driving, you were a wait staff or something. So you have worked the occasional high end party, and yeah, with the uniform and your background, even Zach and Johnny forget that you're actually with them and not part of the wait staff, just for a moment.
Yeah, because
Johnny, how'd you do on that? How are you blending in? Just fine. The first round only takes a basic action.
nice.
You are inside. Kitchens. Um, the second round, you are basically past the. You are in the party now. The second round is to get to the main hall, um, moving amongst the guests without arousing suspicion, being incognito the way you all are. Sam, you do not need to roll this time. I will count that. I will carry that success over for you. But Zach and Johnny, are you still filling the bill as a wait staff?
I'd like to try and flirt with some of the guests as
Okay.
I hand out maybe some champagne or some
All right.
hors d'oeuvres.
All right. Nice. You get a couple of phone numbers, Zach.
Awesome.
Johnny, nobody suspects you yet. You're still being smooth.
Mm.
Yeah. Zach, one of the people that you get a phone number from
Mhm.
is very obviously married and there with their partner.
Yeah. I think if I'd have failed that role, that would have been like a spaghetti bolognese down the white shirt moment.
Probably. Um, you are mixing and mingling, and you have not drawn any attention to yourself. So we are on the third round. Everybody is back to needing to make the roll. This one requires to be critical. But this is the point where you need to start paying attention to not the other guests, but trying to find and keep track of Stamos while still appearing to belong there. Uh, so that's why it's a critical, because it is stepped up, it is heightened uh, chanciness.
Okay.
The good news is, even if you fail, you have um, passed two of the three rolls. So the worst that's going to happen is a -1 on your next roll. So not this roll, but Yeah, you even if you get noticed, it's just heightened awareness around you rather than detection.
Okay. So again,
But you
focus
do
on
need a
stealth.
critical to succeed.
Okay.
You can. I mean, how do you want to approach looking like a waiter without acting like a waiter without drawing attention to yourself? Because you're trying to focus on Deimos to find him and keep track of what's going on there. Um, you, yeah, but you're all dressed as waiters, so everybody wants your attention, and you need to avoid them without attracting extra attention.
Can we work together? Can we?
Yeah, sure.
So, because obviously I'm not very subtle. I don't know if you guys have clocked onto this yet, but I bought a katana in Greece.
Where is that
So
katana right now?
it's down my. Well, it's stashed in the car.
Okay.
It's stashed in the car. Come on, let's be serious. So it's stashed in the car, and it's sheath. It's tastefully stashed.
Excellent.
So I could create like a small distraction to increase your opportunities to succeed. Maybe I don't know, or we can just all try and keep a lookout.
Yeah. How do you guys want to approach this third roll? I mean, some of these dice pulls have been fantastic, and just continuing what you've been doing is probably going to be good. Johnny, you have a good pool. You just haven't rolled well.
Yeah.
So you've rolled well enough. But yeah. So it's up to y'all. How do you want to continue? And after this, we will be taking our ad break because we've been on for online for an hour 15.
I think I want to do stealth plus focus. How about you?
I think so. Because especially with this one, it's going to be also looking for a best ideal way to be able to slip off into other areas.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay. I think I'm gonna if I can, GM, I'd like to do stunt plus smooth and maybe do a little bit of channel some Tom Cruise in Cocktail and make some fancy drinks by throwing some bottles around a little bit to distract, not to distract, but to draw the attention onto me, I
Yeah.
guess, and like
Yeah.
give you guys a chance to slip off.
Yep. I think that sounds like it's a reasonable critical. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
you can give that. If you get a critical plus a basic, if you get an extreme, or if you get two criticals, you will be able to give a bonus die to the others.
Okay.
Otherwise, you simply succeed in drawing their attention, and they still need to succeed normally.
I'm gonna push it.
Sounds like a good plan. I only have one die to push, though. Oh, there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. With an extreme and a basic, I will reduce the difficulty of Sam and Johnny's roll to basic instead of critical.
Oi!
Sam, go ahead and roll me.
Elephants again.
Sam, go ahead and roll me one OG.
Okay.
And if it matches something you just rolled, we'll count it.
Oh, wonderful. Oh,
It
wait.
does not. Okay. your next roll will be at -1 die.
You tried.
Oh,
You did attract a little bit extra attention to yourself. Johnny, as you all are collected there, you over here. Where is it? No. Where did I read that? Okay. Nope, that comes with a second roll, and that's only if you're actually doing something specific. All right, you all are in the party. The party has begun in earnest. There's a string quartet playing an incredibly sweet melody. Hundreds of wealthy men and women crowd around big white tables illuminated by crystal chandeliers. You are currently in the main hall. You don't know where else to go other than just wander around. But the security team, they're not. They don't know that you're not part of the wait staff, so you might be safe wandering around. But you haven't seen any other wait staff just wandering around the halls of the villa, so it's probably not a good idea unless you're going super stealth. Um, what are you doing in the main hall with all these guests around? You are here now in the party. It has begun.
Is there any sign of Stamos anywhere?
Not yet.
What are the security carrying? What's their how
Um,
secure?
some of the security are carrying SMGs slung casually, um, ready to grab and fire. Others don't appear to be carrying anything, but you can assume that they are carrying pistols under their jackets. Um, they are all standard security goons that everyone has seen in every movie. They're big. They don't have much of a neck. Yeah, standard security goons. They define the word. Um, as you're checking them out, Zach,
can
you
oh,
do overhear one of the radios. Upper floor's empty. Should I come down and help? Negative. Everyone hold positions on the upper floor. Go ahead, Sarah. You were saying something.
I was gonna say, do they have like a security tag or radio or something that I could slip from them, kind of?
Um, you can certainly try.
Because I have streetwise plus crime.
Yeah, you can. I I think you're gonna want. Um,
With a 6 dice pull. Do you think I went higher? Do you think I should avoid that? I don't want to cause chaos.
yeah, you can certainly try.
You know what? I'm gonna wait till the guy's here. Never mind. Never mind. I'm just gonna listen to the gossip, catch up on what she's been.
Excellent. Go ahead and yeah, just give me any smooth roll that you
Okay.
feel is appropriate.
Um,
Or
you have detect plus Oh no, wait, that's a horrible, 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 horrible dice pull. Uh,
I don't think
I'll
smooth is Sam's strong point.
no, it's not. It's not
I
mine
mean, it's not
either. Let's
bad.
be real.
It's not bad.
I think I'm gonna give. Honestly, this is gonna sound weird, but Streetwise plus Focus.
Okay.
I know it's a weird one, but
No, living on the streets a lot and being you're you're accustomed to being unnoticed by wealthy people,
yeah.
and that helps you listen in. Would you like to push that?
You know what? Yeah. Ah.
Unfortunately, you didn't hear something. Didn't hear anything. Sorry. Johnny, doing anything in there?
Because you mentioned for the look for the security, it's pretty standard, black suit and tie, all that kind of stuff.
Yep. They're all wearing jackets, but you can imagine that under the jacket is a nice leather harness with a holster
Mhm.
in brown.
It's the same thought of like, do I want to do the risky thing, knowing that I still have that condition on me?
Yeah, anything with a bronze at a -1, which does mean
Yeah,
building your pool manually.
But you have adrenaline, right?
Yes.
I do. I
You have a
still have an
spotlight
adrenaline
too.
left.
Whether or not you want to use it now.
Yeah.
You know what? You don't succeed if you don't aim high. I'm gonna take a chance just in, still kind of moving through the crowd, heading towards what could be something like a coat closet, something like that. To try and pull one of the security and knock him out and steal the uniform.
You broke the GM.
I did.
You're gonna do what?
Okay then. You can certainly try. Um, how would you like to go about this? What are you thinking?
Figuring I'm not gonna. It's too risky to try and actually pull one of them in. I'm gonna see if I can just get one of their attention to mention, "Hey, there's an issue I noticed here, over here with someone apparently trying to rifle through the guest coats." Um, Pistol whip him and go from there.
All right. Um, that sounds like a speech smooth. Because if you manage to succeed, pistol whipping is free. This is all about distractions. Because he is just a goon, because they are on heightened security, that is enough to get his attention.
Shit.
Um, he'll follow you in, you whack him, you bury him underneath the cloaks, coats and cloaks and whatever as you you're swapping out uniforms basically.
Yep.
So you are now one of the security guards.
Does Johnny have a thick, like a very thick no neck, muscly guy, or
In the miracle of cinematic adventures, the clothing
Somehow the suit
fits.
fits.
It just he found a guy the right size. It was one of the ones that has a little bit of a neck and not quite as broad shouldered, but still broad shouldered because Johnny's not a wimp.
No.
So yeah, you are in goon clothes. Um, you already got the message. Well, Zach got the message, but the message has already been delivered that you would have gotten from the radio.
Mhm.
And that message is not obtained. We are ready for our a bio break. I've run this one a little bit longer than intended. So we are going to take a 10-minute bio break and run some ads in the background. Everybody that's out there in the audience, please get up, stretch yourself out, take your own bio break, go look off into the distance. You've been sitting here for an hour and a half, just like we have. It's time to move your body. We will be back. Um, leave the channel open so you know when we're back, but don't worry about missing anything. You won't be. We will. We will be right back when we are back. Hit the transition button, buddy. Welcome back, everybody. As our screen reloads. There we go. We're all back. Thank you for hanging out and waiting for us. I see Cold Spider in here. I see Commodore Zed. Thank you guys for hanging out for the stream. A little bit about Outgunned, real quick. It is a cinematic action adventure movie as a TTRPG. It's any cinematic action adventure movie you want it to be. This one is called Project Medusa. It is a module available from Two Little Mice. Or actually, I think Two Little Mice is the game company itself, but I think they are being published now by
Free League.
Free League. Yes, Free League.
His partner.
They've partnered with Free League for publishing and production of books, which has insanely helped them. They're a fantastic small Italian company, and getting published more like that is really beneficial. Also, this is on Alchemy. I have not been changing scenes like I should, and there has been no music. Oops. Do not have everything set up here. The way it could be set up with Alchemy. Alchemy is a fantastic VTT for this type of game, especially where everything is very theater of the mind, and they didn't decide to go through the sewers, so you didn't get to see this scene because they went in the smart way.
That
Actually,
looks horrific.
this is where they should be right now.
Ho
That's much
ho.
better. That's much better. That gives us a little bit of ambiance, does it not?
This is more Zach Clive.
This is more like where they are now. I love Alchemy. We are not sponsored, but I am one of their biggest fans. And Outgunned, Vampire is also the game we normally play here on Sundays, and it is on hiatus, as like Benji explained in the chat there. Yeah, Vampire is on a 3-week hiatus. Project Medusa is a 3-week game, so I figured that's a perfect chance to slot it in because I've been looking forward to playing and running Outgunned because it is a fantastic little system. So far, to recap real quick, Project Medusa is a dangerous chemical weapon virus of some sort. It is being developed by Zilla Zephyr, who is Zach Zephyr's sister, but she is doing it unwillingly. She doesn't want to be doing this. She is being controlled and manipulated by Constantine Stamos, who is a very, very, very wealthy, upscale. I'm going to turn this one. I still want it audible, but I don't want it like blasting my eardrums out. Stamos is a well-known, well-respected philanthropist, very, very wealthy. However, Johnny is the agent on the case, is aware that Stamos, in addition to being a very wealthy philanthropist, is also a wanted war criminal. So that really helps bring things together. They still don't know exactly what's going on with Medusa or how Stamos plans to do it, but they've infiltrated his villa and are attempting to learn that information now. We have 2 of our heroes dressed as waitstaff, and we have Johnny dressed as one of Stamos' own security team, which shouldn't be too much of an issue. It's a large security team, and I'm sure Stamos doesn't know all of them by face. I'm sure he doesn't employ almost exclusively people from this island either.
Problems to worry about later. I'm just depressed to plan to get the uniform work. So
And that's when Stamos arrives, strutting into the main hall, dressed in a perfectly tailored white suit. My dear friends, thank you for coming here to change the world. Years ago, a team of Indian archaeologists exhumed the remains of a creature so monstrous that they chose to name it Medusa. But in that DNA of that extinct monster, Dr. Zephyr's team found the secret to cure all ailments. Samos is addressing a room of guests with a speech to present Project Medusa, an extremely expensive research project to create a vaccine that could eradicate every disease. All it takes to bring this dream to reality is a small handful of billions. While everyone is engrossed in the host's speech and laughing at his charming jokes, you have enough information. Everybody is here and distracted. This might be a good chance to slip away. But where to? And how to?
I imagine the camera cuts to Zach whispering to some security guards, saying, so the idea is triplets. You've got Arnold, you've got Danny, you've got me. It's the perfect sequel. And we're looking for some people to be involved in the movie. It's probably going to be set in Europe instead of America, like the first one. Yeah. What do you guys think? Would you be interested in something like that? And I'm just trying to charm them a little bit and make them not want to kick my ass.
Sure, give me a smooth plus speech.
Cool. I feel like I should push that.
One of the guards says, you should get back to serving the champagne. But the other one says, let's hear him out. And so yeah, they're chatting with you. You have a small group of distracted guards. What are the rest of you doing? Oh, go ahead.
No, you're good. No.
What are the rest of you doing after you've learned the key information from the speech? The rest of the speech can be listened to, but I will tell you, there is no point to it. This is an action movie.
I trying to think here because I'm trying to think what I can do with my rolling power here. This is can does any of the staff have like? Oh wait, no, because you would have a key card. I think I go and kind of get close to the others to like, just kind of touch base on what's going on.
All right, Johnny. Oh, you guys aren't official staff. You don't have key cards.
Oh, then I'm gonna see if I can swipe the key card.
Sure, give me a crime plus stealth.
Alrighty, give me 1 second here. Where's crime?
Also, who are you trying to get a key card from?
Who would have the most security clearance?
Probably somebody on the security team.
Then a security guard.
Just setting
But
up your
I'm
just
thinking
setting
that,
up your
like,
difficulty behind the scene.
I was thinking Johnny took out a security guard, so would he have
Yeah.
a security guard key card?
I don't know. Does he?
That's a fair question. In searching and switching that uniform, would I have found one?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
But you know, you're all intermingled. I don't know that anybody else would realize that.
You know what? This is what my character would do.
That is exactly what your character would do.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. You have a consequence, however.
Oh no.
You can take a condition.
Okay.
Are you scared, feeling foolish, or feeling nervous?
I think nervous.
All right. Your condition is nervous. -1 to nerves rolls.
Okay. And does that do it for me automatically when I plug it in, or
It
do I
does
need
not. It does not.
it? Okay. Cool.
So if you make any roll that would require nerves,
Yep.
you build your pool manually with the OG.
Okay, that's just why I was double checking. Wasn't sure.
All right, Johnny, what you up to?
So with that, then with actually having it, am I hearing any kind of additional, more useful information over the radio chatter with the earpiece?
No. Just so that Johnny also has the information. The dialogue is not going to be the same, but basically, you do get confirmation that there is no one on the upper floor except the security, and everyone is holding position on the upper floor. They even though there is no one up there, they're not pulling those people down to the main level.
Yep. Let's take a chance then to get access upstairs. Assuming, looking like I do now, that's going to be an easier job to do than as wait staff. And basically kind of find someone who looks, I want to say, kind of closer to like new blood, doesn't seem as like set. Just kind of mention, boss mentioned twitching off positions. Go and take a rest. I'll hold off for you for right now.
Okay, give me a speech and smooth, I think. that sounds like a speech and smooth, yeah.
Went about as well as I feared that was going to, but
I'm gonna radio that in for confirmation. What would you like to do? you are not in a place where people are paying attention to you. You are out of the way on a landing heading upstairs.
It's gonna kind of as he notices him even start to radio it, and is like, "No, nope, I'm sorry, you're not the one I was looking for. I'm gonna go see if I can go track that other one down."
Yeah, he's gonna double down on calling idiots. That was the very classic Han Solo. Everything is all right here.
It's fine. How are you?
Okay. I have in the back of my head what's happening because of that. Y'all can carry on trying to get upstairs, though. He does not.
Can I grab a tray of? Can I grab like a tray of drinks, and kind of like trail the area near the doorway to the stairs, and kind of like almost offer like some to the security guards, and kind of just give them a little wink. Like no one's gonna notice, no one's gonna tell.
To set that area up a little bit better, it's more of a. So, there's stairwell on each side. It's not.
Mhm.
It's not like an apartment building stairwell where you've got doors.
Well, okay, so it's more like a grand staircase.
Yeah.
Kind of. I kind of go and grab a tray of like. This is gonna sound weird. I wouldn't have anything that would make. No, I wouldn't have anything that would make them woozy. Is there tequila nearby? Or mezcal? Preferably mezcal. Or something the equivalent.
Sure.
I put a couple shots of mezcal into a couple, like a few glasses, and then top it off with potent champagne, and kind of take it to the security guards and kind of like, I see what you're doing. And kind of give them like a little bit of a wink. Kind of be like, hey, we're all working class here. Enjoy the party too. Kind of thing.
Right. Give me that speech and smooth.
Okay. Oh no. That's a bad dice pull. Oh no. So much for getting them drunk.
The good
Zach,
news
you want
is
to come over here, smooth, and help us?
the good news is he totally ignores you.
Okay.
As he's ignoring her, I'm going to try and lead the guards I've been smooth talking in that direction, and I'll pick up the 2 drinks, and I'll turn around to them and I'll say, "You see, I'm actually here undercover for a role in a new movie that's coming up. Stamos knows all about it. My producer's here as well. And if you guys wanted to be involved, if we can go somewhere a little bit quieter, I can show you like a bit of choreography from one of the scenes, and we can see if it's worth keeping in touch and you guys maybe being part of the movie." And I'm going to do a shot. I'll do a shot. I'll put the glass sort of almost disrespectfully back on the tray, and then I'll pull out my Screen Actors Guild card and sort of wave it in their face a little bit before putting it back in my pocket. Doing the other shot, putting it on the tray, and the glass maybe rolls over, so that Sam has to sort of balance a little bit with the tray to stop it rolling and falling on the floor. And I'll sort of point to the stairs and I'll say, "Shall we go somewhere and see who's going to be a movie star?"
I have a difficulty set. Go ahead and give me a speech smooth.
Speech and smooth, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Worked and eat my fucking dice.
I'm not going to push that.
That is a great roll, but it's not enough. Now, unfortunately, you're going to take into condition as well. Shooting
Okay.
2 shots of
Okay.
champagne mezcal.
Now, I have some resistance to champagne being an actor, is all I'll say. But I'm happy to take a condition.
We're going to give you the like a fool condition. -1 to all smooth rolls.
Yeah, that checks out.
Because these guys are just not buying it.
At this point, with all 3 of us, I wouldn't be either.
Quickly.
You guys haven't. So the good news is, you haven't screwed up so royally as to tip them off. But it looks like Thamos is getting ready to give a tour. Of the facilities. And you did not make it upstairs. Which skips an entire scene, I think.
Oh no.
Yep. All good. No. Actually, is that tour in... No, the tour is next session. Okay, well. How do you guys want to fill 2 pages of this module with your own story? I know what happens next week, but we're not there yet.
This is gonna sound so weird, but could Zach call the lady who gave him her number and start a couple's feud in the midst of this tour to set everything off?
I could definitely. I mean, it sounds like something Zach's really capable of doing.
Why even call? They're both still here now. Easier to kick it off that way.
Yeah, maybe I'll just go over there and I'll sort of, having had 2 dirty shots.
The benefit of doing it as a text or call would be that Zach is still here rather than down in the middle of it.
Okay, maybe I'll drop her a message and say, ditch your husband and meet me by the and let's go upstairs for some privacy. And I'll communicate that with Johnny and Sam. Sam, maybe you can have some champagne on ice. Johnny, maybe you can help bluff our way past some guards because you look like security and make it look like we're allowed to go.
Well, we tried that once. But this is the other side of the hall.
You know what? Are the security wearing ties?
Sorry?
Are the security wearing ties? Like a necktie? Are they wearing a necktie?
Sure. Black necktie, black shirt, dark gray suit jacket.
I know the neck is a very strong point for them, but is there a way that like Sam could go and like grab their necktie and
So these are goons, and one of the ways upstairs is to knock them out or sneak past them.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
So yes, cinematic action scene,
all right.
combat, knock them out.
All right. Sam kind of carefully places down like the tray on a table, just pretends to get ready to nod and walk away, and then swings around, grabs the kind of their neckties with each arm, one of each, and just yoinks.
All right, give me a fight brawn.
Okay. I'm gonna use an adrenaline for this. Can I do that?
Absolutely. You knock them both. You spend an adrenaline. You don't need to make a roll. You knock them both out, and you have
Yes.
access to the upstairs. Congratulations.
I was just like, I was about to roll. I'm like, I don't like this dice pool.
Yep. Yep.
Thank
That is
you,
a
Doug.
good use of that adrenaline. That is a
Thank
good
you,
use of that
Doug.
adrenaline. Upstairs. Scene 5. Interior Stamos Studio. Night. 2 guards are posted in the front of the door. The heroes need to find a way past them and into the office. Now, the easiest way would be to punch in a code, because there does seem to be an access panel. But there's so there's 2 guards, a reinforced door, and a security access panel. That's what you're faced with right now. What y'all doing? They have not seen you yet.
We can. It's like a coded panel or like a iris scanner or
Touchpad.
touchpad.
Not fingerprint scanner, just numbers.
Okay. Is anybody good at hacking?
Check. I think so.
Like fix, is that?
Sure, I'll let that be a fix. I would say
Fix crime. I have 3.
ouch.
Is that
We've got.
Fix focus makes more sense, or nerves actually. Fix nerves makes more sense.
okay? Then I really shouldn't do it because I have -1 for nerves.
Yeah.
I mean, dexterity crime could. It's not really hacking at that point, but it's bypassing, which is a form of hacking. So I could see a dex crime.
A dex crime, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, that
But-
would also be a 3.
Well, that's 6 because it's dex plus crime. So you add both of those numbers together.
Okay, then yeah, I'll do it. But if we can figure out a way to take out the.
Yeah, we gotta deal with the guards first.
And those both have both of the guards have pre-written action rolls difficulties. How you manage to go about it is going to determine which difficulty it is and how to and which dice pool you use. But I do have I have 2 different difficulties for 2 possible courses of action.
How close are we to? So the staircase that we came up. How close is that to an exit? I'm thinking about how easy it would be to retrieve the katana.
Where did you park the car, Sam? Where did Johnny suggest Freddy?
Let's split up, gang.
I don't know where that came from. Where did Johnny tell you to leave the car and you agreed?
I probably did it by like the employee service entrance.
Okay. You'd be going past enough people that you don't think that's a good idea. It's not that far
Okay.
away. It's just that you'd have to make some really good stealth checks to get back up here with it.
Yeah, I don't really want to be making stealth checks. Johnny, do you want to help me take these guys out? We can take one each, and then Sam make the roll on the.
Yeah.
All right, so
Okay.
you take them out. Go ahead and give me your attack type roll, and describe how you're doing it. Do you want to push it?
Oh yeah, I get a free reroll. I'm pushing it.
Okay. Describe how you take one of them out.
I imagine there's like a little table along the side of this hallway that's got a decanter or some flowers or something. So I'm just going to do like a roll over it as I'm running towards them, and then I'll slide on my knees underneath and punch up one of their faces, the center of mass, something like that, and knock them out. If that knocks them out. I hope that does. Because if it doesn't, we're rumble. Damn.
A -1 to Braun, and I still agreed to this.
Would you like to spend an adrenaline?
Yes, I would.
Would you care to describe how you managed to avoid further damaging your back and taking out the other guard?
With that, it's kind of because I'm assuming with Zach coming in and going for the first one, second one kind of draws his attention, comes up behind him, basically chokehold, and just bringing him down to the ground.
Okay. 2 guards out. Let's get this door unlocked before the
Alrighty. Here we go.
patrolling guards show up.
Mhm.
That's guessing not enough.
Would you like to push it?
Yes. I just was double checking before I did.
I'm not allowed to tell you before you do it.
Yes.
The door clicks open.
Nice.
Johnny, in your earpiece, you hear unauthorized access to the studio. There's a silent alarm. Thankfully, you're on comms.
Okay. Y'all keep going. I'm gonna stay outside the door. Security comes around. Yeah, no matter what we did, we just set off a fucking alarm.
We'll
God
figure
damn it.
something out.
Can we move the bodies on the other side of the door
Sure.
and then try and damage the lock from the other side, so it looks like it's a fault, maybe. Because we don't want to leave you behind because there was 2 people here, right? So it might look suspicious.
So you stage a. So.
Or maybe we
Alright.
do leave you behind and you pretend to be knocked out, and then you can give some fake description of who did it. This is why we should have got the katana.
Should we steal their clothes?
Feels mean at this point.
There's an alarm. There are people coming.
Yeah.
You might not want to have enough time to try and stage something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's just go through the door.
You might want to look around first. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just look around.
Mm-hmm.
It's Stamos' study is decorated with modern design and highly technological. A harsh clash with the classic style elsewhere in the villa. At first glance, there don't be any traps or cameras inside this study, just an uncomfortable sofa, a white desk, and a large computer.
Can I check the computer?
It's locked.
What would the equivalent of hack would yet again be crime? What did I do? Crime plus dexterity, correct? Or would you consider it something else?
I think this one is no plus focus.
What plus focus? I didn't hear the first thing. Sorry.
No, KNOW.
Okay.
Knowledge.
Ooh, I got a 3 dice pull here. What do you guys got?
3. I don't know a lot.
What about you, Zach? I mean, Johnny.
You said that was no plus focus?
Yep.
Yeah.
3.
Game tooting.
I do have an adrenaline though, which we could dump into it. If there's, can I look around for? I'm going to open the drawers of the desk, and I'm looking around for like a backup floppy disk that's going to get us access into this computer. And I'll try and find one that looks like it might have like a physical bypass in there and slide it into the floppy disk, with trying to not be tempted to move the little metal thing from side to side and expose the root of the floppy disk, which we all did. Push that into the computer and see if we can get into it using an adrenaline.
All right, give yourself an extra die. And let's do a detect focus for that. See if you find something that'll get you access.
Okay. Nope.
Computer is still locked. Johnny.
Mhm.
You hear the guards scrambling over the comms to get upstairs, along with the same digital voice saying, "Computer access attempted."
Oh, we're about to be really screwed. He's keeping posted at the door, just kind of occasionally glancing back, hand is fully on his pistol.
And I'm gonna see if I can shift the music a little bit here. No.
Other than the computers, or anything else of note in the room?
Nope.
You know what? I may have a 3 dice pull, but it's worth it. What was it? Focus plus. What was the hack? Focus plus what?
So if you're just trying to hack into it, you're doing not knowledge, no, plus
Okay.
focus.
Right. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it.
Okay.
Ah, yeah. With a shot.
The clock on the
We
wall.
could-
Tick. Tick. Tick.
Can I shoot the clock?
You stop
That's actually
time
really
and
important.
everything just freezes. No, it doesn't do anything. But it does. But a gunshot does sound out, and the guards show up faster now. Here they are, ready for you to
I
fight.
thought it was a
No,
Is there a window?
It's not because of the gunshot. Don't worry. Even if that was just out of character joking around, it's time for the guards to show up and have a fight.
Oh, great.
Nice.
So what are these? This is bad guys, template 5.
Is there an RC car I could use to like trip them or something? Because drive is like the only thing I'm really good at.
I think we should just start unplugging the computer and try to take it with us and get over it.
I mean, you're gonna have to go through the enemies. This is the series the episode finale, and it requires a combat.
Alrighty.
But if you want to take when you finish the combat, if you want to take the computer with you, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. There is information on the computer that you guys kind of want. There's another way to get it, so it's not terrible. But yeah,
If it's a sticky note, I swear to God, we're gonna have some serious problems with this Stamos guy.
NPCs add. No, not. Why am I not finding the NPC for this? I don't want to add a character to the Belmont. I want to add a... Oh, I didn't add your mission sheet. I don't know if you need it or not, but it will be added in a moment. Bugs, no. Commando team. 5-9. These guys pack a punch. Why are my templates all messed up for... Where did my templates go? All of my base templates are gone because they updated. So they updated out. The Alchemy updated the Outgunned to add 2 new NPCs that should have been there all along. The cannon fodder, but now I don't see. I don't. I don't see the NPCs that I could have found. That I used to find. Belmont, I'm just going to throw in Belmont Security. I don't know if that's them or not. So I don't think this is actually the Belmont. But I'm just going to throw them into the scene anyway. Mission. I'm going to edit them so that they are accurate. And we will take a bio break while I get this set up. So, folks, get up, stretch, use the bathroom if you need to, get a drink, get some food, whatever you need. We will be back in about 10 minutes. I'm going to run some ads while we're out. But yeah, we will be right back. Hold tight. Welcome back, folks. Yeah, the timer didn't quite finish out. That's okay. The ads did, and the characters set up, so we're gonna get back into the action right away. Um, yeah, security guards. There's a small handful of them. They are tough, and they are ready to go. We do two things in each round of combat. You have an action and a reaction. Um, the active action is generally something like attack or defend or whatever, and the reaction is basically your attempt to avoid whatever they're trying to do to you. This Outgunned is a GM doesn't really make any rolls type of system. So when they shoot at you, you need to avoid that somehow, and that's your reaction roll. Because if you don't avoid it, they will just hit you and do the damage that the sheet says that they do. They will automatically hit if you don't do something to avoid it. We go around and we let the heroes go first because it's a hero movie, man. Of course the heroes go first. So what are your active actions, team? Ace, Sam, what are you up to first?
I think the only thing I can do, I shoot at the one that seems to have like the one that's kind of like the leader.
Sure.
Who will give a
It's great for cinematics, but the cluster counts as one enemy. So
Oh, then I'm gonna shoot.
yeah, but shooting for the leader makes great cinematics.
Yee.
I need to see if I have a good combat. One critical is enough to do a damage to them.
Yes.
Yeah,
And then before they start shooting, I duck behind the desk since I'm standing behind the desk.
that'll be your reaction. Yes.
Yeah.
Zach, what's your active role in this?
I'm going to grab the nicest looking pen from the desk, and I'm going to go and try and fight one of them and try and stab them with this pen in a sort of 80s hand fighting Wing Chun style. Once I've done that, I'll also roll behind the desk, and if I can, try and protect the computer from getting shot at.
Would you like to push it?
Yeah.
Hey!
What would you like to
Nice.
do with your extra thing? Do more damage or something else? I forget everything that extra damage can, extra successes can do. I think.
Yeah, I'll do more damage. So I think I'll probably stab someone in the knee, and then stab someone in the face, and then roll back. Maybe the pen is stuck in the knee though.
All right. They are looking hurt. Yeah. Johnny, what's our agent doing?
Again, taking same very direct approach. I'm shooting.
All right, give me that shoot. Would you like to push
Nice.
it?
Yeah, I'll take the opportunity for the free reroll.
Holy!
Murder.
So, have you all
Sorry, these
watched?
people have got families.
Have you all watched this movie called the name of it. Wanted, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bendy bullets.
With the bendy bullets.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to explain how before anyone gets a shot off on their side, they all go down? Because an impossible roll is 3 extremes. Each of those extremes is 3 criticals. You need 1 critical to hit them. All of those excesses go into damage, which is enough to take them out.
It's in noticing how between Sam and Zach, how they're fighting, even noticing a couple of them getting injured. He's taking advantage of whichever one seems closest to dropping already, whether that's an additional stronger gun or just another pistol, and he's just going at it, firing with both.
Somehow your regular old, probably semi-automatic pistol became a fully automatic machine gun in true cinematic style. You did not run out of bullets. You might think to reload next, though. But yeah, that takes out your guards. This is supposed to be a long, drawn-out battle. Nobody anticipated an impossible success here. Yeah. And you're ready to escape the villa.
Yeah.
I think
That's-
Sam just kind of peeks over the desk and just kind of like looks over at Johnny and is just like, "Good shot, mate. Woo!"
He's standing there, his chest kind of heaving just a little bit, reaches up, presses his finger to the comm. He's like, "Threats detained. It's all taken care of."
Nice.
As you're collecting the computer, ready to make your way out. You're interrupted by a voice. Zach, you recognize this voice. It's your sister. Just one word. Shouted and screamed. Going down the corridor, in through the doorway. Run. And Stamos pushes his way into the room, holding Dr. Zilla. Zephyr at gunpoint, right, point blank to the head. You can surrender now, and all come with me, because I don't want to hurt or kill my precious doctor. But if you don't come with me, I will.
I'll go to surrender.
Yes.
I didn't make that up. Did you say you surrender?
Yeah, I'll sort of gesture like I'm surrendering.
I'll follow suit.
Johnny's gonna fill him full of legs. Let's be real. I don't know if you saw what I just did, but
Yeah, I'm sort of like, I just took out a bunch of men in one shot. I could
Can you pull that off
take a
again?
chance.
Can you pull it? So I will give you a little bit of meta. The game says you are taken or you find a way to escape.
Hmm.
However, there is only one solution. It doesn't specify what that is. It's up to you to come up with what that solution might be. But leaving the villa in a way that leaves the doctor unharmed will require a brilliant plan with an impossible action roll.
Which we know is in your wheelhouse. So
It's in my wheelhouse once in a blue moon. Like, I stoner.
Now, let's see. This is not the showdown. All rolls against the villain are made at -1. Heroes cannot use a spotlight to hurt, capture, or trick him. However, if anyone has a brilliant idea to get out of this thorny situation, you shouldn't feel obligated to have them captured. Instead, reward them with a nice spotlight. So if you come up with a brilliant way, even if it fails, you'll gain a spotlight. But yeah, anyone who wants to try shooting Stamos, extreme reaction with nerves plus cool, to find the guts to shoot at him while he's holding Zilla at gunpoint. I will say this is an action movie. You can't kill him right here. Right now he still has plot armor. But you can get away. You can get away without Zilla getting hurt. They are excruciatingly difficult things to do, but you can do that. Or you can surrender. The module doesn't care which of those you do. Try.
Does he look like he'd be interested in a signed print? Well, I will begin to surrender in that.
Takes a chance, sets the second gun down to his own, drops the clip out of it, puts it back to the holster.
Wise choice. And more security guards come flooding into the room and take you all as prisoners. Which sets us up for next week. And I know we just finished that bio break before this, but that combat went way faster than it was supposed to. That impossible roll would have been really good right now. But we are where we are. So we will take advantage of this. And we will go ahead and cut our stream short here. Going around the room with some outros. Yeah, if you're online and have a place that you want people to go, let them know when it comes to you. But go ahead and give us your outros. We'll start with you, Benji.
And thank you all so much for watching. Again, my name is Benji. I have been your John McClane knockoff who was halfway tempted to try and push his Hans Gruber out of a building, Johnny Reed. Should you want to perceive me anywhere outside of here, you can find me both on TikTok and Blue Sky under Pascal the Pup, and once we come back from hiatus, also in the Ashford by Night Chronicle.
And Thomas.
Hey, I'm Thomas. Also GM Runs Game. I've got a YouTube channel with lots of stuff on different TTRPGs on there. If you want to check it out. I've been playing Zach Zephyr, your Kung Fu actor man. Tune in next week to see if I get reunited with my Greek, ancient, and definitely authentic katana.
and taking us all the way out. Sarah, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and I was playing Sam Jackson, your wonderful driver who had nothing to drive. and it was a really fun time playing. And you can also find me when we're not playing this game in Ashford by Night.
And I am Vampire Bites as always. And here on the crypt, I run games, much like the GM up there. Over there. Over there? I don't know which way the cameras are pointing. I can't tell. I do run typically the Vampire the Masquerade, a 5th edition campaign chronicle set in Ashford by Night. That is our usual Sunday morning Eastern adventure, and that is on hiatus. So we are filling that time right now with Outgunned, which has been an absolute blast. And we are right on schedule. We are finishing one shot per week. We are on target with this module excellently. So we should be able to wrap up next week, the last week of the hiatus, and everything should be nice and clean. In the off chance that we go, we don't get it finished next week, we will try to find the time to finish up the story. We will not just leave everyone hanging, not the players, not myself, and not the audience. We will find a time to finish it up. But right now, it does look like we are on track for all of that. Once again, this is Alchemy that you're seeing in the background here behind everything. A fantastic VTT for enhanced theater of the mind is what I prefer to call it. There's not as much automation as you might find in a more tactical VTT like Foundry, Fantasy Plus, or Roll20. I absolutely love Alchemy, and I will use it for anything where Theater of the Mind is the most appropriate setting. If I go back to D&D, I'm not going to. But if I do, that's a tactical game. And for that, I will probably go back to Roll20. I might try Foundry, I don't know. When I run Cyberpunk, which I'm currently trying to build a player base for, I think I have enough for everybody. So, but we do still have, there are still available seats, but I think all the required seats have been taken. So I think we're good to go on that. We just need to make sure that we have a time frame for people that works. But Alchemy will not be my host for Cyberpunk. That will be over in Roll20 because Demiplane and Roll20 have an integration partnership because they're owned by the same company, and Cyberpunk is getting that integration either by the end of this month or sometime in March. I'm really looking forward to that because Demiplane is fantastic. I use that for the V5 character sheets for everybody, and I will be using that for Cyberpunk as well. So that wraps up most of what you've got here. There's not been any music that I needed to mention in this one. All this music comes directly out of Alchemy. When we're playing Vampire, I do use some songs that are Creative Commons attribution. So I like to let everybody know when I am using those, but we don't have any of those currently. I think that wraps us up. So stay fresh, blood bags, and have a great week. We will see you all here next week for the finale of Outgunned.
You.